The views and opinions expressed in this broadcast do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions of WBGR Network.
Good morning, you guys. Welcome to another lovely Wednesday here on Get It Got It Good. I am your host, Naja Woolhite, and today things have changed a little bit, and our current guest had to reschedule for personal reasons, so definitely tune in. I will let you know when Million will be back on. Currently, he's stuck in California, so shout out. But with that being said, we have another guest who's local. Well, he's from the DMV. Right? Well, you're from the DMV. Troy Rawlings is joining us via phone today because he currently is in California as well. The California life. What is up with that?
Hey.
You like it?
Of course. Yeah, the California life is wonderful. It's beautiful weather. So it's everybody. I'm on Facebook Live too right now, just in case somebody's tuning in. But yeah, California life is wonderful. I mean, I'm a Baltimore brat originally, and I love Baltimore. I do miss people get upset with me when I say I miss this time of year because of the fall season and the beautiful
colors,
leaves and the orange and the purple and the blues and the yellows and all that stuff. But they get upset with me when I say that like I'm messing around. I'm serious. I miss that.
It's really pretty. Fall is one of my favorite times just because of what you mentioned, the colors. But obviously, he doesn't like it enough to come back home because California is treating you good, right?
It's treating me good, but I am coming back. I'll be back November 22nd through the 24th during the Taboo Talk Fall Fun Weekend.
And we're going to get all into that. So you guys, if you guys do not know who Troy is, he is all about, relationships, sex, love. And if you ever want to see him in action, we actually did a Facebook Live together. How long ago was that, Troy?
Oh, man. About a couple months ago, maybe.
Yeah.
Overdue. We're definitely overdue.
So definitely look that up. If you cannot find it easily on Facebook, which is under Naja Carter, you guys. Then it is also on YouTube, I believe, under Get It Got It Good G3. You got to do the G3, you guys, to find it. But it's easy to find. Or you can look at Get It Got It Good G3 on Facebook, IG. We have links everywhere. But with that being said, why should people listen to you when it comes to their love life? Troy?
I have no idea. No. I've been doing comedy for about 20 years. I've been doing radio for about 20 years, entertainment for longer than that. But the big thing is that I've been doing specifically the sex, love, relationship, Taboo Talk tour for 15 years. And I've been blessed to talk to thousands of people. And I believe, the only thing that's really taboo is the things we don't talk about, the things we make taboo. Once you start communicating about something, it's no longer taboo. So I come with a very real, fun approach. Hey, what's up, everybody? Say what's up to my folks on Facebook Live. I come with a real fun approach by doing comedy and by me adding comedy to it as my tool to help men and women communicate better in love. I make it more palatable for everybody, and then I don't censor people. I don't judge them. At the beginning of my shows, I usually say, "Look, there's no judgment in here. Is this wrong cut? Or I gotta be censored. I gotta be mindful what I say because
you can be kind of raw and uncut, but with some type of
yeah. I'll at the beginning of my show, whether it's my love show, which is my raw uncut clean show, still 18 and over, or it's my Taboo Talk show, which is strictly uncut, uncensored. I let people know, look, I don't care if you're a virgin or if you were doing oral sex in the hallway, we all on the same playing field, don't judge nobody. So, and then we go. But, and for the people who actually that weekend, I used to do an event the weekend before Thanksgiving with the Black Tiger Motorcycle Club. I was just Saturday. My Taboo Talk Fall Fun Weekend, I'm doing a whole weekend, and the whole hotel is the BWI Hilton this year, so it's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun.
So, okay, raw and uncut either way, it's got to be 18 and older. And you said whether you're a virgin or having oral sex in the hallway. What are some of the questions then? And I'm sure you get crazy questions because you don't have people, it's like anonymous, right?
Yeah, I have people fill out questions anonymously. And it's a technique I learned maybe about 10 years ago. I started doing this technique. And I realized that when we were doing the open talk sessions, it was cool, but the people that would mainly talk are the people that were already off the hook talking. They don't care, you know?
Yeah.
And, but once I did the anonymous, then everybody could be involved, and people that wanted to get a little bit more open. See, I do my comedy. I do a lot of improv. Mm-hmm. So whereas when I'm on stage, I do my material, but I love crowds. I love dealing with the crowd and doing improv. So I come from an improv background. So this just made the show more fun to me and more fun to them. And then, like I said, it makes it palatable. So they can put down questions, anonymous questions, throw them in a bucket. I pull them. And I do my show off of them. The hook in it is that usually people don't leave until they show. Even after their questions are answered nowadays, they don't leave. So my average show is like 2 to 3 hours. I'm the Tony Robbins of this thing.
So what is an example of a question then?
Oh, man. I've had every question from if a guy always wants to have anal sex with, does that mean he's gay? To does it make a guy gay if he wants you to do anal play on him? If there's something wrong with, anything, oral, why, the general questions, why do men cheat? Why do women cheat? Man, I've had every question, how to deal with narcissists. If my husband wants to explore having a threesome, any question. I'm Jewish and he's Muslim. How is this going to work? I've had everything under the sun. But, and that's where the premise of my first book, and everybody, if you're on now, you can always go to TroyRawlingsLive.com, RAWLINGS, TroyRawlingsLive.com, and you can see my book and the whole overview. I know we got started a little late because of technical difficulties, but just in case. But yeah. I always say I've seen every question in each show. There's a question I haven't seen. I say that.
So you look forward to those first timers in questions and in people, because I know a lot of time when people come, they give you rave reviews and then they keep coming back. So do you really like it?
The numbers always double and triple. I tell people, and I'm so excited about the Taboo Talk tour because we're looking for different cities to take it. Not a lot of cities, but different cities. So I already have a monthly show here in Los Angeles now. October 13th kicks off again. I'll be back in the DMV on the November 22nd through the 24th. And then in February, we had a Valentine's weekend getaway in South Carolina. So, but we're looking for different cities. But I tell the promoters and the venue owners, I was like, look, if we have the show once, the next time it'll double. And it's triple. And it just does that because I realize people just haven't experienced it. A place where they can come in, have fun, talk openly. And then some people get questions answered without them having to ask because they're just sitting there and like, I never thought about it. I was just having that issue. The great thing about it makes everybody feel like, okay, I'm not alone.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not crazy.
So then who's your audience? So if you're promoting this and it's the first time in that demographic, who is your audience? Who comes to see you and why?
Oh, man. That's the great thing about it. Like I say, it's usually at least 18 and over. Mm-hmm. Like the last show we had in Los Angeles, it was at Rick's Event Center, which is a part of Spa 313 Salon. If anybody was in Los Angeles in the Inglewood area, this is huge salon plaza building with all these salons and barbershops. Then they have this big event center in the middle of it. Beautiful place. But so one of the managers, the youngest daughter that was there was like 19 or 20. And then I had people in there that was 70. So I had a woman in there that was pushing. I had probably a couple women in there that was like in their 60s. So it's real, and sat and stayed for the whole thing. And I had even in San Diego, when I was doing my show in San Diego, we had a sister. I think she was in her either late 60s or early 70s, and she would come out to every show. And rest in peace, Sister because even I did hedonism in Jamaica, and if anybody knows anything about hedonism, they think, oh man, it's off the hook. Everybody walk around naked. No. Hedonism is mainly like, to me, it seems like more of a couple's resort. It's somewhere, and they have a nude side and a prude side. But I've done hedonism twice, and people are saying, oh, I know that show is off the hook. I was like, no, not really, because just because you think people are doing something doesn't mean everybody's talking about it.
Yeah. So when, like, if I invite my girlfriends and I've never been, do I say, oh, let's go to a comedy show? Do I go to a relationship show? What are some of the adjectives you would use to describe your show?
I call myself the relationship guru of comedy, or love coach. And I say, girl, there's this comedy show, or girl, you can say like, girl, there's a comedy show we're going to go to is about sex, love, and relationship. And I don't know any woman that wouldn't be like, all right. It's a comedy show, and it's interactive. It's like, it's the closest thing you'll get to a Vegas show outside of Vegas. Because you know how Vegas has the interactive shows you go to, and the hosts will be talking to you, and they sing, and they're doing whatever. So it's like that, but it's just my topic, and my mission throughout the whole show is to help men and women communicate better in love. So I moderate. It's not just wild and people just not all over the place, and I don't do the bad or the sexy yet.
Okay.
So it's none of that. You'll never get the argumentative stuff, and if it seems like it's going that way, I have the mic. So I always diffuse that quickly, because the only reason people argue is because they want to be heard. Mm-hmm. They haven't understood something, and they're trying to, at the same time of not understanding, trying to get their point across. Or they don't agree, and they don't know how to disagree without, in an agreeable manner, without arguing. So a lot of times, it gets rid of a lot of that, because we get rid of a lot of stereotypes too.
So you mentioned women. So is your audience mainly women, or do you come with your couple, your loved one, whether that's your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whatever?
Especially lately, especially with the events we're having now, like the event we're doing November 22nd through the 24th in Baltimore. I tell everybody we'd have a new commercial drop, a new trailer. The trailer's a little longer than the commercial drop, and today, and it's like, bring you and your boo, or you and your crew. Okay. So it's for everybody. It's for the single. I have a lot of single women. 95% of my audience has always been women. Mm-hmm. As of late, except for the big biker event I would do, and then but by the end of it, it was split. Even though you think most of the bikers are men, they had social clubs and women's bike clubs. So it was packed. So now, when we're getting with the registration for the Lovers Retreat, that's a lot of couples, it's Valentine's weekend, but you got singles too. With this event in Maryland, we're getting singles, couples, quadruples. I mean, I don't know if they're kicking it together, but but women are different. Women will come to an event and like, hey girl, we going to a staycation weekend. We're in Maryland. We going. Come on, I ain't got the money, girl. We got you. Yeah. And it'll be 12 women in one room.
Yeah.
The guys won't tell their boys until after they go. Oh yeah, I did go to this event. It was like 15 women there, and I got to know them and talk to people. I learned stuff. People like, why didn't you tell me about it? Oh, I didn't know if you want to come. So, and couples are always, and especially with this event in November 22nd through the 24th, on that Saturday after my show, we're having a single speed dating, and then we're having a newlywed versus been wed event. So it's for the couples and for the married couples that's been married 10, 20, 30, 40 years, whatever. So they can go against each other on, who knows their mate best, which is funny. Because a lot of times you think, 40 years they know each other. And that's not...
Don't always work out that way, right? So, okay, so explain to me a little bit more about this weekend. It's the 22nd through the 24th, so that means it's a whole weekend. Does that mean people are staying in a hotel? Do they come back daily? Is it a show? And then, what are some of the events for the weekend?
Well, different things for each. Since it's in Maryland, I got some people that are coming, and I say that for each one. The Friday night meet and greet is really strictly for the people who are registered either for the weekend, or some people can come, but it's mainly for the weekend folks, the vendors, the sponsors. The Friday night meet and greet, people getting into the hotel. The host hotel is the BWI Hilton, and package rate is under Tap and Talk weekend, of course. But and we have all this stuff on the website. People can always get to me and inbox me if they're interested in coming. But greet. All of the vendors and sponsors get a chance to do their 90-second elevator pitch. Because as you know, a lot of stuff we do is about business, business too. So people that have businesses, I want them to talk to people, communicate. It's a nice, sexy, fun, professional, and fun meet and greet type thing. Saturday afternoon starts at 12 p.m. on Saturday. We go to Cancun Cantina. All this is around the same area in that little Hanover, like 9 minutes away from each other in that little cluster area in the BWI.
Most definitely, it's right down the street.
Right. So Cancun Cantina is the main event spot. So we'll go there. We have the Taboo Talk show, which my show is like 3 hours, and an interactive show. People can vend early. The cocktail event. There's food there. They can get food. They can get drinks. They can have fun throughout the day. They can shop throughout the day with all our vendors. And we do my event. Then we have a little break, and then we go into the speed dating event. And there's
but hopefully only the singles.
singles, yeah. There's no way we can really check, but the singles will have singles bands on so they can meet one another. Plus, everybody's gonna have like name tags on and stuff so you can meet the people. And we want people to mingle and engage. So the whole weekend. So the singles speed dating will be going on at the same time as the newlywed versus then wed event.
Okay.
And that's gonna be really fun because we got a lot of couples from the area that some people may recognize in business or professional or celebrity that are helping us with those two. And then afterwards, people go back, and later on that evening we have an after party at Cancun Cantina, but we'll also have our cigars, stilettos, and slippers late night after party sponsored by Licks and Blow Cigars, a liquor infused cigar company out of South Carolina and New York. They're going to be sponsoring our cigar and stilettos and slippers because some women's feet going to be hurting by that time after party.
Right. Okay, so you party at Cancun Cantina, and then you go back to the hotel for the cigars and stilettos and slippers?
That's going to be at Maryland Live.
Maryland Live. Okay, so you hopping.
Well, it's all in the same area, so we're
definitely
stuff like that. So
it's all close. It's right down the street from each other.
So we have enough stuff for everybody to like. If you say, I don't feel like doing that, you go back to the hotel. We're gonna have a lounge there for people too.
Okay.
VIPs. We'll have a lounge there, and so we'll have a place where people can chill out and especially our VIPs and our vendors and our sponsors. They're gonna have an area where they can kind of chill out, meet and greet. And build, but it's going to be it's a grown folks, it's an adulting weekend. So and then Sunday, I'm really excited about Sunday because this is a business piece, the business life and love brunch. So we have speakers that are talking on their businesses and their business opportunities. We have people talking on insurance about insurance. A lot of us don't have life insurance or wills and all that stuff. And then I'll talk more on some love situations, not just for couples, but how to relate to people and how to talk to people in any atmosphere. A lot of people have business. A lot of us have businesses, or nowadays have business on the side, but we don't know how to talk to people, or we get angry quickly, or so I'm gonna give people some techniques on how to flow with temperament, stuff like that. So business life and love brunch is just gonna be a good closer for Sunday.
Okay. So
that's all included in the weekend, and it's crazy discounted packages right now. I think if they get tickets ahead of time, the whole weekend is $60. And then the host hotel, I think the rates at the host hotel is like $99 a night.
So where do they find that information at, Troy? What's your website?
TroyRawlingsLive.com. TroyRawlingsLive.com. And for those who just tune in, that's we're talking about the Apple Talk Fall Fun Weekend taking place in Baltimore, Maryland. The host hotel is the BWI Hilton.
So that's the November the 22nd event, but you also mentioned a Valentine's event. When and where is that?
Oh, the Valentine's event is Spartanburg, South Carolina. Beautiful South Carolina. And that's sponsored by Licks and Blow, the liquor infused cigar company I was just talking about. That's sponsored by them.
Can I just say, I love that, Licks and Blow. How did you find that?
When I heard the name, I was like, a friend of mine, shout out to my man Junior, he was telling me about this lady who was like, yeah, my man, he's from New York. So, yeah, brother, my girl's got this cigar company. I was like, oh, she makes cigars? I was like, yeah, they're like liquor infused cigars. I was like, word, that's hot. He's like, I think it's called Licks and Blow.
Yeah, right?
I say that name is everything. Does she have a website? Does she have a social media? And I started helping her. And Stacey Hines is his name. And Stacey Hines and his sister named Sax, the sister who actually started the company in New York. And but you can get all their information. If you follow them on Instagram, you go to LIXX and Blow. And I think the website is being done, but they've been booming. A lot of the biker community and people like that when they go to the different events. And when you got grown men talking about, oh, it's a delicious cigar from the beginning to the end, they're like, all right, brother, calm down. It was delicious. It's like, yeah, they got something.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the South Carolina, that's Valentine's Day 2020 happens to be on a Friday. So
Okay.